Alright guys, welcome. How's everyone doing? Let's go ahead and get into this. So you see that the font quality is actually a lot better. Adrian, what's up? Gaming BMO, what's up? Alright. Yeah, the quality looks a lot better, honestly. At least just how everything looked previously. Let's go test out the United States. What is up, Kievan Roos?
The world's heads of state as a whole have focused their New Year's addresses on the theme of hope. Could it have been otherwise? Especially.
Alright. One of the bugs that I've already seen pop up, at least on the Discord server, this right here would show like positive like 300,000 or something like that. It'd show like some really ridiculous number. So I think it's going to be really funny if we come across that. Obviously it'll be reported, and it already has been reported, but it'd be funny regardless. Alright, let's go ahead and get into it. So basically, we're going to be playing the brand new update. What I want to check first is I want to go over and see, alright, so good. Other revenues, only $83.8 billion is being shown here. Let's go ahead and check to see. Okay, so all of the taxes have been balanced back, so that is great, and will make country gameplay way more manageable. Glad to see that. Let's see. Is this still like a cash pig? Yeah, kind of. Creation, value added tax, 1.6, 1.9. Maybe a little overpowered, but I'll take it. The financial transaction tax has apparently been nerfed. Might report that. Carbon tax is still a really good cash pig. I think that this should be increased in size, but at least it's not what it was before. Por favor, ver si no escenas un boy. Something about playing Spain. Vamos, otro video, me enchanta. Me excited. I'm excited. It's funny how much Spanish I've been able to learn that I'm actually able to read some of what Sanchez is saying. Okay, so that was fixed. Good. Oh my god, that looks way better. Doesn't look as crappy. Way clearer. Farm. Aerospace all activities. I guess it doesn't show any of the all companies here. So you have to look. Test the interest rate, see if it passes 20%. Does not. It actually doesn't even go up to 20%. It goes up to 19.9. Control. So go to my task manager is what you're saying. Let's see. Okay. So CPU wise, it is handling at 4.22 to 4.24 gigahertz. It's using about 19 to 20% of my CPU. I have a Ryzen 7 3700X 8 core. RAM, I have 64 gigabytes of RAM right now. It is using 42% of my RAM. However, keep in mind that I am live streaming right now. I am using RAM-wise, it is using 12.2 gigabytes of RAM. If you have 16 gigabytes, do not buy this game. You will not have a fun time. Google Chrome, for example, is using 1.1 gigabytes because I'm live streaming, and then plus I'm live streaming. So that means OBS is using some of it, and then Discord is actually using a lot more for some reason. I need to uninstall Spotify or something. I unsubscribed from that for a while ago. I feel like it's way more optimized now. They still have this bug right here. I'd actually never reported it, so I'm gonna have to do that. Basically, if you right click, you see how it barely moves? They actually were supposed to fix this. Yes, yes, yes. Ah, that looks so much better. These numbers need to be increased in size somehow. But yeah, that looks way better, way less cluttered, and a lot easier to read. It looked so bad on my eyes, honestly, that I just could not. I could not. Performance, going back, I have a RTX 4080. It is running at about 20 to 30% utilization right now. It is at 54 degrees Celsius for my GPU. Let me actually make sure that my CPU is actually running at 47, 48 degrees Celsius. And then, yeah. Okay, production tax. I believe that this is the company turnover tax, which was heavily nerfed for some reason. Why are you punching your mic? Is it? Hang on. Hello? Can you guys hear me again? Is it sounding like I'm punching my mic? The text looks a lot better. The windows look a lot better. CPU it's actually running at. Okay. Should have fixed it. And actually, since the size interface actually got fixed, let's see what this looks like whenever I increase the size interface. Yeah, way better. Way better. The optimization does feel better. Yeah. It's not as laggy. What is this? Water supply networks? Seven Banners Entertainment, that's so funny. Seriously, how did you get it to not be laggy? That's literally how it's been running. This is the first time that I've jumped on this game since the update came out. I swear to God I haven't done anything. Okay, so I also want to figure out performance is pretty much the same as 1.04, but they fixed a lot of crashes. Yeah. I think crashes should be genuinely like gone at this point. Okay. Good, 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 good. Let's go. Okay, so whenever you build a brand new facility, it is owned by a certain company. Dyke Power Supplies. Look at their share price. Jesus Christ. Market value 57 billion, consolidated revenue, net results. You should work on making yourself energy independent by using renewable energy. Yes. Depends on your definition of that, because I will spend trillions of dollars on a nuclear electricity. Okay, 3G EPR. Let's see what happens here. So sales, if I want to go over here, number one, subsidization, losses $5 billion. Does the news tablet thing work now? Let me check after I check on this. So how many companies do we have? We have just a single company in the sector, so let's go ahead and fully nationalize all these sectors, nationalize. Fully nationalize. Okay, so here's our first bug of the day. Wait. Oh, budget cost. Just to check. Manage a pipeline. Reduce percentage in comparison to an average price. What? Ba 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 ba. Tax and social contribution exemptions to help sectors experiencing financial difficulties. You can exonerate all the companies in the territory, or you can exonerate only domestic companies. I hope the companies now employ in country mode in 1.04. The sector's production never changed and never employs people. Unfortunately, I don't have that much time for testing. I wanted to kind of go through it. Well, I guess, I'm only going to be testing today. I have to go to work at about 5 o'clock. It is almost 2 right now. I planned on about a 2-hour live stream. So, energy surplus. Production cap. Electricity. Okay, so actually, I just realized, yeah, there was something funny happening in the other one. So 7. So basically, these things would get done in like a single day. Yeah. Yeah, that bug is still present. So you see that I just asked for about 100, like however many fossil energy plants, and I'm up to 144 now. My terawatt hours do not change, and my terawatt hours do not change, and the surplus does not change. And even the terawatt hours. Yeah. Okay, so professional what? Secondary and higher education branches. It guarantees a qualified workforce and greater human productivity for our economy. Of course, requirements may vary to activity sectors to recruit in our various branches. Oil and gas, legislation, exploitation authorized. So bug number 2 is that shale oil and gas does not show up. And we still do not have the ability to see how much oil we are dragging out of the earth whenever we place these things down. So what they did fix is that they were able to fix this right here. So I was able to put the little oil rigs like all over the land, but I wasn't able to put it in the ocean. So this is fixed. However, for some reason, I can go around and put this all over Mexico so I can take all of their oil supply. Bug number 3. Tim Walz is my governor, and he is great. Funny story, I actually met his kid in a Discord server like 7 years ago. Disappearing cats, the geriatric sector. In a matter of weeks, cat disappearances have driven the owners of domestic felines mad and put the reputation of police in tatters. The investigators finally revealed the insatiable and mysterious predators, the indigent elderly people fed on what? Tragic death of an octogenarian couple. What? They died huddled against one another at the far end of a dead end. 63 years, they'd never known the streets until last month when they were unable to pay their rent. Isolated without means to get their medicines, they preferred to commit suicide using sleeping pills, bought with the few coins that they had begged for, rather than endure so miserable an end. This is the 8th suicide of this kind in Pretoria in less than a month. Minefields dismantling finished in Ukraine. Corruption ravaged countries. Ooh, do we have a corruption index now? Comparative maps. Uh-oh. Bug number 4. I like that the US does not show up in terms of business tax revenue. Business tax is a turnover tax in the US at 0. Ah. Agriculture, alcohol industry, cars, auto utility vehicle. Greenland's always green. Yeah. Uh-oh. Okay.
Our task force.
Our task force. Yeah, I'm gonna have to write some of these down because I'm gonna forget some of them. Just a little stock market crash. Oh, it's just like the other day, guys. Exports, imports, trade balance. Industry. Trade balance. Trade balance. Interesting. I now no longer have like a $23 trillion trade deficit now. I think they actually fixed some of them that had like a trade balance. Crashed and rebounded. State budget. Oh, it shows you the state budget history right here. My God, look at that. Ah, it did it. It did it. It did it. PG, do you let us create YouTube clips with the bugs and report the Eversim? Yeah, actually, yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. And then send me the link and I will post all of them in the Discord whenever they open the thing tomorrow. They said, yeah, tomorrow should be the day that we should be able to open bugs. So like at me on the Discord and just get me in there. And I'll make reports. Or y'all can. I don't care. That's so funny. It keeps going up. These icons make my skin crawl. Images were way better in my opinion. Which ones? Are you talking about the like that? Yeah, even on fast forward, like it goes a lot better. So at least, and that's the thing. I have a very very high end computer, so that might be why. Because that's the funny thing about the optimization issue that everyone else had in previous games. I never ever ever had optimization issues for whatever reason. I've never had those issues. What if you can make a bank as a company? Yeah, I don't. He had a 4090, really? Seriously? Oh yeah, I still have it. I still have it on weekly autosaves. There's still a lot of work to be done. Yeah, I mean, a update coming out within like a week. Like that's pretty cool. Okay, not a week, but like what? 2 weeks? Week and a half, 2 weeks? Come on. Gosh, Mr. President. Fighting against global warming. Okay, this looks way better. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and I need to get out of that because I need to go back. I need to go back and bleh, can't talk. I need to go back and get rid of the weekly auto saves, mainly because like the doesn't seem like we're crashing that much. I've been clicking around a lot. Usually we would have crashed by now. Okay, so graphic game autosave monthly. Oh, we're on monthly autosaves. I'm gonna go back to quarterly. New game. We're gonna go to business mode. I'm gonna hope to God that they did what I wanted them to do. Ford. Please, 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 please. No, it's still not there. Where was it? Railway construction. So the Ford Motor Group is supposed to be in here somewhere. No? Ah, it's not there. There's the gas company. Ah, they still haven't changed the name of the region. It's not Distrito Federal. It's Ciudad de Mexico. I need to report that as well. Oh, yeah, they were supposed to fix something that I told them to fix, and I haven't checked it. They were supposed to move the city of Veracruz, and I have a feeling they didn't. Okay, we're just gonna play as the General Motors Company.
Hello, I am your personal assistant. I will keep you informed about some important points as we go, or I will.
Okay, create a new product. We're gonna call this Codelic Ranger. We're gonna sell it for 31,000. This is just a test run to see. The more I see the corporate sim, the more I dislike it. And I mean, it wouldn't be too bad if it was its own thing, but now I fear it will be steal time, resources, and energy from improving the game. Well, that's the thing about the corporate sim. It's not just the corporate sim. It's supposed to be the economy itself. It's a completely new economic simulation is the point of the corporate simulation. It's just that on top of that, you can play as the company, but what you're supposed to be able to do is that you're supposed to be able to interact with these companies at the same time. It's just that's the whole like idea of it. It's just supposed to be a completely new economic simulation. Gold mine. I really like the feature of creating a political party and having a CEO of the company run the party and essentially becoming a politician after being a businessman. You can easily make Elon president. I know, honestly, I actually do want to do a Elon running for president type of series. I think that would be really cool. Create a party. Okay, so then if I wanted to do Elon Musk, I could do. I could do right, like center right to right. This looks a little bit better. I really, really want them to do something other than the colors. Like this just was just a last minute choice on their part, I feel like. But at least it's not as blurry as it did look before. I think the whole it's a new economic simulator is a bit of a cope because sure that works in theory, however with many moving parts, this has to be a burden for small countries. While adding a layer I as a player cannot influence. PGI clipped 5 bugs from the stream and sent you on a DM. All right, let me make sure that I received them. Okay, cool. Snizer, if you could actually also clip this too. Basically, so like if I go over here, salary, reevaluate salaries. So if I wanted to go over here and I say reevaluate salaries and then increase them by if I want to increase these salaries by like 10%, clip it after that, but clip it after this part. That way I'm not like jumbling over my words. Okay, clip it after this. If I want to increase my salaries, so I want to increase it by 10%, this obviously should be red. That makes a lot of sense why that should be red. So if I increase it, this is going to be a cost to me as a company or me as a state. But if I want to do a one-time cut in salary for economic reasons, and I come over here, and I want to reduce the employees' salaries by 20%, this should be green. I think that this should be green, mainly because it's giving you money rather than saving you, rather than you spending money. So I think that maybe that should be changed. Obviously not a bug, but I think it would make it a lot easier for players to understand what they're doing. But it is kind of a double-edged sword because if you're saving this, then it's like, oh, well, you're this is kind of like a bad decision because you are doing a salary cut. So, but I think at least whether it's saving you money or getting you, or it's either saving you money or you're spending money, I think it should be color coded. Upcoming events. New facility. I wonder if this is still a thing. Yeah, so I can still build in whatever country I want. So it's kind of like when you have your how am I trying to say it? Whenever you come over here and you go over to what is it? Commerce officials. So if I wanted to go to Africa, yeah, this is kind of weird because it's like it's showing non-African countries. Yeah. It's like it's still showing the world. So if I wanted to go to Lithuania, for example, create a meeting with him, and this is also kind of to test the bug because it would actually crash whenever you would meet with these guys. So then you would do offer coffee, champagne, radiant, like what you're doing, authorization to build a facility in their territory.
To what company would you like to make this proposal? Yes, I understand. With relations being cordial between our two countries, I will do what is necessary for you to receive authorization soon. You are welcome anytime.
Okay. And so that, but the thing is like I can build there literally any time. So, Snizer, if you're there, go ahead and clip that as well. Ooh, I wonder if they changed this. No, they still haven't changed it. Shut up, Han. Go back to your cave. When we're released on Steam, I don't know.
It seems evident that our employees are becoming less.
Okay, so we're on the 16th. Let's go to modify prices. Codelic Ranger. No stock. I forgot to give it a range level. I always forget that. Resale cost 26,623. This is the non-tax price at which the company sells its product. This price does not include distributor margins, local taxes, customs taxes, or transportation taxes. Actually, there was supposed to be something here. In a company, I don't know, Acor. United States. No. There's supposed to be something called a customer agreement. Will you be putting chemicals in the water, PG? Yes. Can you cause inflation as a company? That'd be really funny if I was able to. They actually got back to me. Okay, so that's not, screwed up. So that's good. Capital increase. Okay, so that is a contract. I'm still not able to view what my contracts are. New distribution. So I'm at least able to sign these contracts, but I'm not able to see where my contracts are or what they are. Let me go and look. So we have... addition of customer contracts that were missing for certain business sectors. So customer contracts. What kind of company would have a customer contract? Boom, boom, business. Not the Huawei. Let's do a clothing company. Nike. Make it simple since we're selling directly to customers. Service company. I'd say like fast food or clothing. Let's do fast food as well.
Hello, I am your personal assistant.
I am your personal assistant. It's like Buddy's about to have a stroke. Okay, so that would be here, contract, production.
Hello.
$46 for like a burger or something, even though I'm literally playing a Starbucks. And no way the only facility that I have a Starbucks is in Los Angeles. I have 300,000 people working at one facility in Los Angeles. So, new facility, retail locations, commercial office. Clips made, hell yeah. I appreciate it. Bro's been in the past digging up all of the stuff. Ooh, I wonder how this will end. Democratic Union has revealed its intentions for the upcoming elections. Tom Baden will yet again be aiming for the highest post in the country. The president has a head start on the parties, which are still looking for their candidates, but the campaign has only just begun. We won't have the results for another 306 days. The campaign... The issue now is the appointment of the opposition's parties candidates who will confront the current head of state in the coming elections. Oh, they actually added something about goodwill. It is a value not to be objectively measured by company accounting, but it has an impact on the purchase and sales of shares. It represents the value estimated by the company's reputation, its clientele, brand recognition, its intellectual property, and other non-identifiable assets which contribute to its global value. So pretty much like I get so much money off of goodwill. Make a bank company and cause big inflation. I cannot play as banks, unfortunately. So who the hell do you play as to get what do you call it? The customer contracts? Gabe Vogel in chat, let's go. We got Big Gabe. Bonus, credits. Wonder if they put my name in here. Developer credits, Eversome Company. Directors: Andrea Roquez, Louis Marie Roquez. This is the guy that I always talk to before the Eversim Discord server. He's also the creative director. It's pretty much run by like several family members. Andrea Roquez does game design. Then we have the AI simulation features. We're gonna have another Roquez like pop up, but I don't know if it's if they're related. Yeah, Jeremy. And then the guy that I've talked to, and I may be hosting on the channel soon, is going to be Val Anderson. I have not made contact with any of these other people. I would actually like to talk to at least one of the women characters just to see like how long they've been doing it. But there's a lot to go off of, so I don't necessarily know. I need to like go through and just somehow be able to get in contact with those people. Then all of their graphics, where they get their sounds from, everything like that. All their photos. Score and achievements. Did they get rid? They got rid of the score. Politics Gaming, personal score, world score. No, I can't get in. Let me see where I'm at. Place with everyone else. Geo-Political Simulator 5. Let's look. Ranking. Who is at the very, very top? Who's at the very, very top? So people have already gotten 9.8 million points. They gotta be cheating. We got AMN, Joachim. I can never say your name, dude. Raphael is up there. If I actually post my points, I'll be above AMN. Or actually, I'll be just below AMN. Score and achievements, score, world score. Ow! I've literally been able to get into this before. I'll figure it out. Okay. World simulation, new game. Let's go to threats on the Olympic Games, re-election campaign. Reduction of a budget deficit. When Steam version, if I had a nickel for every time.
The world's heads of state as a whole have focused their...
All right, let's see if they fixed something. Nope, they still haven't. They have not added the city into Nagorno-Karabakh, thereby making it impossible for Azerbaijan to reclaim this territory from Armenia. Ah, Snizer, thank you so much. $10 memberships. Everyone's sitting there watching like, no, I didn't sign up for this. I don't think it should charge anyone's cards. It's just kind of like, hey, like, here's a membership. Nah, yeah, no, I don't think it should do that, because I've seen like people get gifted memberships like all the time. It's kind of like just a way to support the creator. Ooh, I wonder if they fixed this. Nope. Wait, what? Is he? Nope, does not utilize the highway. Wait, no, he is usually... Is he? Okay, let me move him down here. Okay, now let me move him up here. Bruh. Automobile construction mega plant. I click it, mega solar farm. Wait, bruh. Oh my god, I have a 6%. Oh, never mind, that's fake. Oh, shit. Oh, another bug. Okay, so for Schneiser, bug number 1 will be the idea that I am unable to utilize these highways whenever I'm moving around. And then bug number 2 is whenever I move troops out of a city, I try to move them back into the city. And then it's telling me to... This is a target... of the attack. Wait, whoa, okay, hang on, give me a second. So I try to move these back into the city, and it's telling me to choose an entrance as if I'm invading. Looming food crisis. And then Socialist Democratic Union is a target of attacks. An armed group devastated the SDU's headquarters in Baku, stealing all valuable equipment before setting the premises on fire. The firemen succeeded in containing the fire after 3 hours of continuous battle, but the place was completely destroyed. I've never seen that happen before. Bug number 3 will be Armenia. Nagorno-Karabakh needs a city. That way I can play as Azerbaijan and invade. Third Nagorno-Karabakh war. Bug number 4, it looks like that UAVs no longer have surveillance capabilities. Did any bugs show up after the highway thing? UAVs don't have surveillance capabilities. And whenever I was trying to move troops back into cities, it's telling me to create like a choose an entrance as if I'm invading a city. Oh yeah, coalition. Yep. Good. We can create political coalitions now. Criticize a party. Let's go over and criticize the... Going outside its mandate is trying to destabilize the country. I love this little Twitter feature. It makes like politicking like a lot more fun, I guess. I don't know. I like small things. The government seems to lack inspiration, as if lost in the still blank page of their own mandate. Likes it, shares it. Yeah. Bug number 5, whenever I try to move troops, the move text and however many miles I'm moving, it's overlapping. Me and Raphael, me and you are going to hop on the next stream and we're just going to VC and just like live report these bugs. You report them, I watch out for them. Tomorrow I actually have a lot more time for a stream. Tomorrow I don't have to go into work until 6 o'clock. Why? I don't know. What is the military capability of Armenia? 45,000, 65,000. I need nuclear weapons. Okay, so someone was asking earlier, whenever there is the ability to do this. Let's go ahead and give a $500 million subsidy. Okay, I guess a $300 million subsidy to the clothing industry in Azerbaijan. And they were asking that before, in the previous update, that was not fixing itself. So we're going to exonerate this. How many companies we got? Apparently none. I'll give it about like 2 weeks, and we'll see. Again, Raphael, thank you so much for the 10 memberships. That really helps the channel out. Any super chats, one-time donations, anything like that, that always helps me out a lot. So I really appreciate it whenever you guys support the channel. Really trying to focus on making sure that I'm doing a lot better in terms of content creation. And now that Power and Revolution 5 is out, Geo-Political Simulator 5, we should be able to do a lot more in terms of content, especially just live doing all of this bug fixing, bug reporting, everything like that. Oh yeah, I forgot there was a... it already happened. Kamala already spoke. Kamala spoke for like 20 minutes? Really? There were so many people at the Kamala Harris rally in Wisconsin, dude. .8% increase. Internet regulatory. Let's go over to media. Cut off all internet access. Super high-speed fiber optic internet. Super high speed offers internet access at speeds typically over 1,000 megabytes a second. This technology most generally relies on an infrastructure made up of fiber optic cables that involve significant installation costs in low density population areas. It promotes a digital economy in domains such as HD television, video communication, telecommunication, etc. I actually Oh, here we go. Here we go. More bugs. Snizer, where you at? Where you at, my boy? Where you at? We need you. Broadband. But what I was going to say before that fascinating bug just popped up, basically, I actually upgraded to fiber optic internet, and so fiber optic is hilariously amazing. Like I honestly did not think that I didn't think that it was going to be great. Like I always heard like bad reviews about the company, everything like that, but I have fiber optic internet now, and man, it is amazing. And it's so much cheaper than what I was paying before. I was paying like $135, nearly $140 for my previous internet plan, and I'm paying like $94 for this after taxes. Suppression of fringe benefits for all parties with the exception of the ULDL. No more postage paid or facilitated broadcasting in the media, no more free supplies, no more disposal of offices. Several parties are furious about this, in particular one of Alexei Sapin. We got 10 bug clips, PG. Bro's just like flooding my DMs with clips. Drones no longer having surveillance. Missing city. Military units don't use freeways. Spend, save money, not clear in company mode. There's a couple of them that seem to be like hidden. Fiscalite. Okay, so stuff like that is good. Is there a way to increase construction manpower in general? You have to basically you have to go in and you have to nationalize the sector. So you would have to go over here, go to building, housing, and roadway, and then you would have to go over, you'd have to nationalize or privatize companies, affect the company. We have no companies. If there is a way to nationalize this, then you would just have to go in, and then whenever it comes to the manpower thing, you would just increase it to whatever you want. I was able to do that as Kyrgyzstan, and I was very much able to do whatever I wanted in terms of construction. Nagorno-Karabakh, neither Armenian nor exists anymore. Yeah, pretty much. That's the funny thing. Like, I don't necessarily understand the choice. I understand the choice to make Nagorno-Karabakh because Nagorno-Karabakh is like a highly contentious area. I wish they went all out because there is a little region right here that Armenia did have for themselves. It was kind of like this, right around here. And then there also is a little corridor right here, like in this little area right here. There's a roadway that connects Nagorno-Karabakh over in Armenia. And the Russians actually had control over that highway until recently, whenever they withdrew. And not only that, the Russians also withdrew their troops from Armenia because of their they left the Collective Security Treaty Organization, or the CSTO, which is the Russian version of NATO. So for all those that are out there that say, "Oh, NATO's surrounding the Russians. Poor Russians. The poor Russians are being surrounded." They literally have an alliance of their own. Yeah, it's not comparable to all the military strength of NATO, but they still have an alliance. No one's being surrounded. Don't worry, I'm not making this highly politicized. Yes, they are. Here it goes. Bug number 6. This one right here. Building, housing, and roadway construction is extending out into the section over here. They do get surrounded. How come Russians put their country next to American bases? Yeah, the American bases on that map that you see like posted everywhere, where apparently the Americans have bases in Belarus, in Kazakhstan, in Kyrgyzstan, in Afghanistan, of all places. What we have bases in Yemen, in Oman. Yeah, we have bases in Tajikistan. We have bases like somewhere in this area in the Arctic. I was looking up here and I was just like, okay, this looks a little weird. Long year bind. Interesting. Yes, they do. Only country which economy depends on constant war. Jesus Christ. Azerbaijan is a cool country to play. Wish there were more cities, yeah. I agree. Am I the only one that thinks South Ossetia and Abkhazia look a little weird? Yeah, the American economy, which apparently depends on constant war. When how much money do we spend on our military? What, like less than 3%, around 3%? Assessment of the update. We're running into some bugs. We found about 10 bugs so far that we're going to be reporting over to Eversim. A lot of what was kind of like bad in the original release, so like the way the text looks a lot better. Stuff like this is kind of like cosmetic bugs. If I we're also checking some economic bugs as well. Clothing apparently still has not moved in terms of this. Sales have not moved. $12 and counting. So we may need to report the clothing bug, and whenever I'm ready, I'll say something. That way you can clip it. I'm gonna wait until the end of the year and end of the month, and then we're gonna see about like the 25th. They have the biggest defense budget in the world. Yeah, pretty much. The sectors still don't grow. Yeah, it looks like it. So it's so funny whenever people are like, "Oh, the United States is so war hungry," and then they justify like other countries invading their neighbors, and then they're like, "Oh, well, the United States bombed Belgrade. They bombed Iraq. They bombed Afghanistan." Of all the things that you can complain about, Iraq is literally the only one that you can maybe say was like very much illegal, and even a lot of people in the United States say that it was illegal. The difference is that in the United States, you don't get arrested or disappeared like you do in Russia for protesting that war. You can't even protest the war in Russia because of that fact. You see all these anti-war protesters in uh-oh, we're about to crash. Uh-oh. Oh, first crash. No, we had our first crash. Yeah, let's be fair when it comes to criticizing the United States. Obviously, the United States has messed up in foreign policy in places like Iraq. We did not mess up in policies of invading Afghanistan. We were totally justified in doing that. We get attacked. They're harboring the people that did it. They don't want to release them. We invade. You committed genocide against Muslims in Serbia. You're gonna get bombed. I'm sorry. That's just the brutal facts. You're not gonna be able to commit genocide and then not have any consequences. Whenever you're the world's most powerful military, that pretty much we can launch a bomber from Kansas all the way across this ocean right here and hit something by just absolute precision over here in Iraq or Afghanistan or in Belgrade. Yeah. Back up the after crash save. I didn't save it. I guess since there are chances of crashes, we're going to go back to monthly saves. World simulation new. I can choose a really funny option right now by playing this. Will you play someday as Ukraine? Yeah, whenever I have a really, really like I really want to do a war game simulation. To this day, I still don't know why they're using their own engine. I think whenever Unity tried to increase the cost on creators using Unity, whenever they tried to say, "Oh, we're gonna charge you per download," rather it was per download, other than it was something else. I can't remember what they were gonna do. Cohabitation. Select your head of government and lead the country in place of the president with the aim of claiming victory in the 2027 election. I actually do not have time for that. I will attempt to do that in my next stream. So in the next one, we are going to be doing one of these scenarios. Because French cohabitation, you have to start in July of 2024. And you have to play all the way up to the 2027 election. So I want to do it. I have to go to work in 2 hours, and I was going to hop off in about 30 minutes to an hour. Yeah, about 30 minutes. 20 to 30 minutes. So I do not have time to fully play through the cohabitation mode. Next time we can capture the sector's not opening bug. I'll actually do it real quick. And that'll probably be the last bug that we report today. Did you actually get media fiber optic labels overlapping with each other on build model? Crash zooming in. Russia-Ukraine war. The crash one isn't going to help them because they need a save file for the crashes. It's not going to do anything. Did we have the energy construction in a single day bug? Shale oil and gas, build oil platforms. So what we need right now is not only does the fossil energy plants get built in a single day, it's that they're not even contributing anything. They're not even contributing anything to electricity production. Okay, so very strategic sector. This facility is only authorized in your country. I am in my own country. Yeah. So will not let me build wind facilities because it's saying that I need to be in my own country, even though I am in my own country. Okay. Will you reproduce it or do you go back? I'll reproduce it real quick. I like the difference now that it shows cargo trains and high-speed rail trains. My little autistic brain just... Oh, that's funny. Whenever I saw this the first time, my little autistic brain just melted. Oh, that's so funny. Okay, real quick, I'm going to reproduce this bug real quick for Snizer. Okay, so coming over to energy, go over here, fossil energy, build that, and it automatically builds. But not only that does it build in one day, but look, we don't have any change to their energy surplus. We don't have any change to... Okay, we actually have a change to the capacity electricity. We have a little bit of... we have the same change to total electricity production. And then energy surplus is completely unchanged. And actually, I've noticed that energy surplus doesn't change at all. Like, even whenever you build other facilities. So it looks like that there is just a massive energy bug in terms of this. Oh my god, I haven't been sharing the game this entire time. How long has it been like that? 10 minutes, god damn it. God, I'm so stupid. Bruh. So now I have to do that again. I may be a little... I may be a little stupid. Okay. So doing this again for Snizer. Going over to fossil energy. Go over here. So I'm going to show you energy surplus, electricity surplus, 0. Our total electricity production, 1446. Production capacity, 4700. Go over here. Hit that. Let's do 158. Gets built in a day. And then we have 1060. Do we have any changes? Yeah, we have 7086. Production is still 1446. I think give it another day and it'll change. Yeah. So production stays the same. Capacity changes. And then electricity surplus does not change.
Listen.
What the hell is miscellaneous financial losses? I still don't understand that. I'm gonna screenshot it and actually show it to him. Is the game still destroying RAM? The RAM is pretty stable. It's just that he uses a hell of a lot of RAM. School enrollment rate for illiteracy rate. Okay, so it's the people that are like in school. Wait. Primary education, illiteracy. I swear to God, it just said school enrollment rate. Higher education. Higher education. Bro, what? Am I schizo? Yeah, see, school enrollment rate. And now it changes to illiteracy. I love this game. These are very small things, but I'm glad I'm at least seeing them. $7.72, $7.77. See that the deficit and the budget deficit are completely different. Okay. And then last one, we're going to do Snizer, tell me whenever you're ready to capture the bug. Okay, actually, no, because you can only capture 1 minute. So I'm gonna find a sector. Let's do cell phones. I'm pretty sure I'll be able to have this. Great Public Bionics. Railway construction, suicide drones, anti-missile battery. Yeah, I guess cell phones. Okay. Let's give it $12 billion subsidy, all companies in the territory. And then exonerate the sector as well. Okay, we're starting this on 6/1/16. We're going to go ahead 2 weeks. You can subsidize past time in the end, and I captured a bug, and you do a voiceover of what happened. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty much how I thought about it. I was just like, wait, no, actually, this would be a lot simpler. All right, we're going to go to the very end of the month. Sit in favor of equal male-female retirement age. They actually changed that. Okay, so here's another bug that you can capture. So right here, this is a sit-in protest. There's no riot right now. It's giving me the option to go in and look at the city for a riot. Obviously, there's no riot, so there's no point in me needing to see this. So Okay, 131. Industry. Cellular phones. Okay. So I started the subsidization and exoneration on 116. It shows that I have no production on this sector. So what happens is that whenever I subsidize the sector, it does seem to be affecting the profits of the sector, but it's not producing any sales for the sector. I don't know if this is because it needs more time or it's because there is no company activity within the country. So it looks like that companies that places, or it looks like that no, even aluminum has no company here. So that is still a issue from the previous edition that we have, is that whenever you subsidize and exonerate, there is no effect on sales. Therefore, it is impossible to create the sector. I've basically been clipping all of this to report the Eversim tomorrow. And there's the autosave. All right, so once this autosave is done, I'm gonna go ahead and hop off. Got work in about an hour and a half, so. All right, guys, go ahead and leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you are new. If you guys want to see more content like this, hit that bell notification icon so you don't miss anything whenever I do make it to the channel. I would like to do some more content for this, so I know you guys really do enjoy the Power and Revolution content, as controversial as it is most of the time. I'm really disappointed that agriculture subsidies do not do anything for my approval anymore. But yeah, I really hope that you guys like this, and we will be doing more of this throughout the week. I'm going to try to shoot for another live stream tomorrow where we're going to be doing maybe a more extensive gameplay, since all of the major stuff has been fixed. Now we just have a lot of smaller bugs that we need to start dealing with, and I'm really excited to see where this game is in about 5 to 6 months. All right, leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and take care.